Ok, Rafa, ¿quieres ver nuestra primera zanahoria? Ok. Ah. Ah. Ajá. ¿Ya ves? Mira, nuestra primera zanahoria. ¿Qué tal te parece?
Bien.
Muy fea, pero a lo mejor muy dulce a la vez. Bueno, vamos a comerla a ver si está muy rica. ¿Quieres? Una mariposa. Tócala. Oh. Ah. Oh, ahí está. Muy hermoso.
Tún ní ọtí tiẹ̀ dà. Rafa náà ń jẹ títí ẹ̀. Ṣé ó dùn? Rafa jẹ́ kí n wo ojú ẹ̀ dà. Ó yẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ sílé ìwé o. Àsìkò ti tó. Ṣé fẹ́ràn puff puff yín? Ó yá. Tùgẹ́ndẹ̀ ẹ já lọ.
Mama Africa, your children are home.
We have to get going to get into the consulate. We forgot to bring them platano and bananas, and now Mide won't eat her porridge. But we need to get going so that we're not late. It took us 6 months to get this appointment. Over 6 months? Yeah. So we gotta go. We just got out of this US consulate. Yes, Sebo. Yeah. And I'm a little shook because they got our phone and me didn't yet. Oh, pwede. They got our phone, well, my phone here, and deleted some footage. Well, they had me delete some footage that showed the consulate building at all. So I'm a little shook that they actually.
They had a photo of us from behind taking video. Linda said, Wari.
Hello, beautiful people of the world. Welcome back to Familia Pablanu. Orúkọ mi ni Anu.
Y yo soy Pablo, solamente Pablo.
Hey guys, we went to the US consulate today, the embassy today, for the first time in Uganda to register Mide's birth and to apply for a US passport for Mide. And
It was an experience.
I came prepared. But the anxiety was, it was on the high. Oh my gosh. So we had to leave. The appointment was 8 o'clock. We had to leave early in the morning, 5 o'clock, so we can get there on time. Because
That means we had to wake up at like 3:30, 4, yeah.
Because I was born and raised in Nigeria. And I've been to the US consulate for about 5 times before we were approved a visa to join my father in the US. So I know how tough it can be, and with one document missing, you send back home and you just wasted your money. And the appointments are really, really hard to come by. For media, we had to schedule it was 6 months.
And then they delayed it another like 2 months.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, sorry.
They said they're really backed up.
Yeah.
So I know I had to get every document just there.
In the various countries I've been in, I've never visited a U.S. embassy or consulate. Actually, I never even contacted them, ever. I know you're supposed to be on like lists and stuff for emergencies. I never did that, not even here. Good, bad, I don't know. I just never did. So this is my first time. And we actually went by there just to ask some questions once. And they're like, no, go online.
They don't even
like,
want to see you. Yeah.
I think it's just they're just really, really like booked. And because of security, they have to like, they can't just take in a flood of people. So it's like one at a time, dot. So they book up fast, I guess. I don't know. But, it was interesting. It was a weird experience for me, like going in and it's like, okay, there's still a lot of Ugandans, still a lot of Ugandans, Uganda security, Ugandan this, Ugandan that. And even like I don't know if it would be Secret Service, but just security, they're Ugandan. And then you see these Marines. And it's like, I don't see a single African-American Marine. Like, that's weird. I thought there was a lot more, but maybe it's just because we've been here for a long time and I just assumed, I don't know.
It felt like a high security prison.
But very beautiful.
Beautiful. There are so many flowers.
Yeah.
It's so nice on the inside.
But the security checks, I mean, did you see what they were doing when we were walking out? They were like, I thought these guys were like doing horticulture or whatever, like, you know, like weeding or something. No, I think they were going through and they were poking to see if there are bombs or something. I don't know. They had sticks and they were like, they had these guys just poking every little piece of this.
Maybe they're
like,
trying to plant stuff. More stuff?
They didn't have any plants with them. Anyways, there's a lot of crazy stuff.
I mean, I know the American embassy have been targets in the past and all that.
So they have to be very careful.
What makes their security even worse, more tight. If you never done anything bad in your life, going through that security you will feel guilty all of a sudden.
How was Uganda compared to like Nigeria?
I mean,
More laid back?
I was very young when I was I was 15 years old, so I don't remember much, but I just know that even my mom was shaking the entire time because the anxiety was there. I don't know.
There's a lot of money and a lot of time on the line. Too.
Right. The security wasn't as tight as this because that's almost 20-something years ago. Yeah, but things have changed now.
Oh, there's more security now.
More security now. Okay. It didn't used to be like that then. I mean, of course, we were still scared. Oh, we're going to embassy. It wasn't as bad as this. This is like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
But still, they were mainly Ugandans, so they were very nice.
And I would just like to say that they were nice because it is you, light-skinned person there. So an incident happened when you took a video just saying, oh, we are going into the embassy for now, you know. And they've already seen us, and they've already take a photo of you taking a video.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was looking at the video footage, and I was like, I don't see anyone behind us. So, like, they must have cameras everywhere.
They saw us
something.
probably from a front.
But it was from behind us. It was behind anyways.
Oh, they showed you. Oh.
There was a photo. Yeah, they showed me a photo of us. It was like there was like as if there was someone behind us. I'm like, man.
Oh my gosh.
I think they have spies everywhere or something. Because like we weren't even on the premises yet. We were like at a garage, and we were just doing like a selfie, like talking. Well, you'll see it.
Yeah, showing ourselves, not even showing the.
Actually, let's show it right now.
Which motorbike? The car is coming this way. All right.
We have to get down somehow.
To cross.
Yeah.
All right, to get to the consulate.
So we're trying to dress as American as possible.
Yeah, I'm wearing a dress
Watch
I
out.
haven't worn too. American, what do you call it?
And I rarely wear shirts like this going out. But trying not to look like a Pan-Africanist when going into
Oh gosh.
into an American embassy. So hopefully they will receive us better. Maybe we should just speak English the whole time.
Let us speak English.
It would be so weird speaking English to
American English.
Okay, American English. All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
What time?
So if you notice, like there were a few like clips in there that are a little weird. It's because we had to go to security. Security came to me.
I was so scared.
Took me out.
I thought they're taking you to Guantanamo Bay or what is
Or
that?
semi de El Salvador. Like what's going on now. So
I was so scared. Like, why did they single you out? What did you do? I had no clue. Until you came back and you said, oh yeah, it's because of the... I'm like...
Yeah, I had no idea, but I was like...
Thankfully, it's because I'm thankful that it was you that took the video. If it was me, I don't think they'll be as lenient.
Africans tend to be harder on Africans for sure.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's the police is African or not African. If they're light skinned, they will be harder on me.
Oh, still. So everyone's harder on Africans.
Yeah, because of a darker skin. Anyways, the anxiety was there for me, definitely for sure. I didn't feel comfortable once.
Even me, I felt like I had to be careful what I said and everything. Which is why what we said was, here we're dressed, tried to dress, as American as possible. And I saw other people doing that too, and trying to sound as American as possible. Yeah. They're still very accented, but they're maybe from Sudan or something like that, and they're like trying their best to be like, oh yeah, you too, you have a good day. It's kind of interesting. Like we were all trying to be American.
Oh man, yeah. Anywho,
This is great.
But I came prepared in the sense that Media was born at home, was a home birth, unassisted home birth. Have you seen the video yet? Go see it. Go see it. So they were asking, part of their comment is that doctors are prenatal and all of these things. So I did my homework beforehand. When I was pregnant, I did one specific one at the hospital. I've seen that one too, where I went to the local hospital here, just to have that experience and see how they do things. And it was such an experience. I've never been to a hospital. I'm pregnant in Africa. Anyways, so I got a paperwork for that, and I don't even know where I put my ultrasound stuff. But the home birth, there was no doctor there. There was nobody there but the two of us. So I'm like, there's nobody there, but I have photos
and screenshots of the videos, so it showed both of us there, you know,
with a
like,
baby there, just
proof,
right there,
proof, placenta, baby, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, I remember when we were going to the embassy when I was 15 years old, 14. I started when I was 10 years old or 9, 10. And I know my mom had to take photos and see this is my husband, this is my children, we have 3 children, blah, blah. You have to put this document together, prove these things, because there'll be an interview. So the anxiety was with me. I'm like, I'm gonna do my due diligence. I know all these documents that they want to see proof that we've been together prior and during birth, pregnancy, and all of these
we
things.
brought everything, even our expired passports, everything. Even if it was like, if you don't have this, then bring this. If you don't have this, then bring this. I'm like, let's bring them all. Let's bring them all.
Marriage certificate, all this stuff. We brought everything, original copies.
Right.
Anyways, so we were prepared. So as soon as they're asking, oh, did you bring this? Yes. Photo of pictures, a photo, yes. Yeah.
But by the way, when they asked who is conferring citizenship, that's why I was like, you.
Right.
Because you had all your documents. I didn't.
All right, you didn't have your birth certificate.
I didn't have my birth certificate, so without that, I couldn't have conferred.
Oh yeah, I didn't know what they were saying. Like, what do you mean by conferring?
But you had your naturalization and everything. So
yeah, I'm like, certificate of naturalization, proof that I didn't marry this guy for a green card.
Yeah, no matter what people say.
Citizenship way before when we met.
Because if you did marry me for a green card, then what are we doing here? You know, you probably wouldn't follow me here. So.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyways, we did our due diligence. I had anxiety the entire time. But there's one thing that I am now realizing. I realized when we landed in Uganda that I'm an American. Ever since I met Pablo. Mind blown, right? Ever since I met Pablo, I would tell Pablo, I'm 100% Nigerian. Don't even tell me. He's like, but you're here. You're an American now. You're like, I'm like, American? What? No, I'm not. I'd be my best to be the Nigerian, the best Nigerian ever, until I came here to Uganda.
She was the most American. Like
American
all the time, I'm like, honey, stop.
Because
You sound too American. You just chill.
Unless you've been outside, like you don't know that you are until you've been outside. So I have a lot of culture shock.
Too much this.
Arriving here in Uganda. So guys, if you've been outside of your home country, you might be an African, you might be whatever, you know, wherever and you've been living in the US for like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and about 20 years from on my side, you cannot tell me you're not American by this point.
Yeah.
You know, you are living there, a lot of the cultures you've you know, you're part of it, and you become, if you become citizen by naturalization, you're a citizen. So you're an American. So no matter how much you try to, if you go to your home country and you tell them like, no, I'm 100% I'm South African, I'm 100% Nigerian or whatnot, they will look at you and be like, what is wrong with this one? You've been gone for so long, even your accent is showing that you're not even from here. So it's okay. You're American. And it's okay, you're also still that South African or that, you know, Ugandan or the Nigerian. You can be dual citizen. You have best of both worlds, you know. So you don't have to feel like you're trying to. Yeah.
Part of you is now that culture.
Right.
You know? And it's not a bad thing. I think if you know that it's coming and you embrace it, I think it's a lot easier.
Well, guys, I did not know it was coming. So I didn't see that coming at all until it hit me. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am the most American person I've ever seen.
Yeah. I wish I had some specifics to give you.
It's not bad.
It was shocking. Well, I was like, honey, I am way more like acculturated to like, even though in the US you're always like, oh, Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent. You know, we all have our own countries and blah, blah, blah. But you didn't know about those countries. So you just revert back to, oh, but we're all African. So then we come here and it's like reverse culture shock. I think it would have been the same if we had gone to Nigeria immediately. Like you would be like,
I suppose.
What? You know, like if we went there and then came here.
I mean, yeah. We did go there and they're like, oh, you're not even from here. Yeah, but
Yeah, but after you had been here a bit,
then you
kind of got
start.
used to it. Then you went to Nigeria. Then it was like
It was easier to
Yeah.
land. Yeah, landing.
it was easier. But like what I mean is when you first arrived here, it was like, oh, this is Africa. But then it's like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
you guys don't do this. What? I thought we were all Africans.
But then that was
What?
also combined with the Americanness of like, oh, they're not following traffic rules. They're not doing this. I'm like, honey,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
different. It's different. yeah.
Anyways,
It was
guys.
interesting. It was
So,
very interesting.
Now our little fifth and last baby born, last baby, is officially American citizen. Woo! Bravo! Yay! Well, has been a Nigerian citizen, but now I'm an American citizen.
First, she was a girl without a country.
Yeah, but
Then
now
she was Nigerian.
She has 2 countries.
Now she's
Well,
dual
3.
citizen.
If Uganda will claim her, Uganda claim her. She was born here. I'll be Hillary.
They claim her.
Yeah,
They claim her in words,
That's true.
but not in deed. That's all. Not indeed. But you know, one thing I was going to say though about the cultural, like acculturation, whatever you call it, or culture shock or reverse culture shock in your case,
Yeah.
is that like if you're ready to embrace it, you know that it's going to become part of you, and you just say, hey, it's part of me now. So like for us, I keep telling people in the comments, if you receive this comment, it was for me, by the way, is when someone is like saying, hey, sorry you're having to leave, whatever, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, no, we learned a lot here, and we appreciate it, and we could stay here. We've learned enough about the system, but there's a reason why we are leaving, and it's not necessarily because of Uganda. We like Uganda, and Uganda is something that we're going to bring with us.
We'll bring it with us,
whether we like it or
definitely.
not. But we like it. But we're bringing it with us because it's part of us now, like in a big way. Wherever we go, it's going to be so much of what we do is going to be influenced by Ugandan culture.
Exactly. I'll never
Ugandan
forget.
everything.
I mean, for the first time in my life, I came to East Africa. Never would I ever have been here if not of this experience. Now I get to be more enlightened and educated about East Africa, because if I only stay in that West African bubble, you'll never know what you don't know, But now I know a lot more than back then, than 2 years ago. So yeah.
So now wherever we go, it's not just going to be like in your case, oh, I'm American. You might say that, yeah, I'm American, but then people are like, wait, but there's something
More.
West African about you. There's something East African about you. Are you sure you're not from here? And for
Yeah.
me too, like even if we went back to the U.S. or something, they would still look at us like, wait, you're American, but you're not acting like it. You're not sounding like it. Your accent is
They've already said that already.
different,
Yeah.
or this or that, or so and it's, instead of taking offense at it or saying, no, I am this, instead it's better to just embrace it and say, well, yeah, that's part of me now.
Yeah, it is part of me now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's part of us. It's
It
part
is
of our
what it
family,
is.
and yeah, we'll never forget it. So
Yeah. I hope I never have to go there again. Ever. And we'll have to go back again to get the passport. And after that, we'll be on our way.
yeah, we're still finalizing details and everything, but
It's coming along, and you guys are seeing it in real time. Well, actually, it's a little bit lapsed, because by the time it gets to you guys, we've already... Anyways, so we will take you along in our journey. Keep following our story. This is not the end.
Beginning.
A new beginning to the next chapter of our life's journey. So we'll take you guys along
on the next chapter.
Well, until next time, we say double. Bye. Adios.
Ciao.
Bye.